this one. Okay, so it is August 18th, Tuesday, and it is our noon team call. Today we're going to talk about being positive and staying positive in coaching. And over the last few days, I've had nothing to do but sit and think because I have not been feeling very well. So it's just been laying around pondering some things that might help. Okay, Molly may end up hopping off and hopping back on. That's totally cool. You are getting kind of freezy on us too. So, okay, there we go. All right. So what we're going to talk today about is what I want to do is just share some of my thoughts, and Molly's going to share a few of her thoughts. You look good now, Molly. You're not shaky anymore. And then I want to open it for discussion. And I do this in a lot of our team calls, and then nobody has anything to say. And I don't know if it's stage fright or you really just don't have anything to say. But I encourage you guys to please share and ask questions. I know we get so many questions flooding into either me personally or Molly personally or on our team page or on the other team page. So this is your opportunity to actually ask your questions and get answers on the spot. So if that's if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask them. And I know some of us are listening and unable to ask questions. So if that's the case, type them in the comments after I post this and we'll answer them there. So, and I will ask you guys to bear with me because I still am not feeling 100%. I'm super queasy. And so I might be slow in my thought processes, but I'm here physically 100%, like I'm here. So we'll work through it. So first of all, okay, so our comments today are going to be about team positivity, coaching positivity, and what we can do to create that momentum behind our business to attract people to us. And the way, thank you, Kayla, the way that I find the number one way to attract people to me as a coach is to continually focus on positivity. So that's why I decided, I actually did a last minute topic change to do this today after going through and kind of doing some catch up on the team pages and messages and stuff that I had. So I'm going to start off because I want to share something that Molly and I had our call this morning. We always do a call Tuesday mornings, just kind of we're success partners. So we do a check-in, and we decided, we went over what we wanted to talk about, and then I had a notice pop up on my computer that Nicole had posted in our Team Passion page, which is our upline page. Most of you are not in that page because it's like our page on steroids. It's just a lot of information to take in. So we usually start you out on the smaller pages and then add you as you get more familiar with it. So here's what she posted. Nicole Jones, for those of you that don't know who she is, she's a 10-star coach teetering on the qualification of 12 to 15 stars. So she's very, very successful. She is the one that really took Molly and I under her wing. We did not have a lot of support from our upline when we started. We really did a lot of stuff on our own, and then Nicole kind of took us under her wing, and when she realized that we were out here ready to work, it's kind of taught us the business. So that's who Nicole is. She's an amazing woman who's willing to help just about anybody. And here's what she posted this morning. All caps, why did you decide to say yes to this business opportunity? So think about that question for just a minute. Why did you say yes to this opportunity? Are you living up to the expectations that you set for yourself when you signed up? Are you putting in the work, like truly all 3 vital behaviors every day with no excuses? Ask yourself if you could be doing better. Congratulate, celebrate what you are doing that's amazing, and share that with everyone. People want to be part of your business groups if you are growing and learning and improving every day. So this just caught me I felt like it was a sign that yes, this is a topic we need to talk about today because it tacks on every single thing I wanted to touch on. So I'm just going to kind of go back through her statement really quick and break it down with my thoughts behind it. And then Molly will add whatever she wants if she's back on. And then we will go from there. So why did you decide to say yes to this business opportunity? That's something that I think you should journal about. And this is coming from someone who hates journaling, and I've fought it since I've been a coach. But why did you decide to do this? Why did you say yes? What expectations did you set that day, that exciting day you decided to become a coach? What were your dreams and expectations for yourself? And have you lived up to them? Maybe you have. That's great. Maybe you haven't, and we need to work on that. Are you putting in the work, truly doing all 3 vital behaviors every single day with no excuses? Are you inviting 3 people to 5 people every day? Are you reading personal development every single day? Are you being a product of the product every single day? I'm getting some messages on our team page, so I'm going to take a quick jaunt over there. So those are the questions. First of all, I just want you to think about just for yourself personally. Okay, nothing good. Think about it personally for yourself. Are you doing those things? And this call is going to be a lot of self-reflection. There's no right answers. There's no wrong answers. This call is all going to be about information that we're sharing from our point of view and our perspective and our journey in this business that I want and Molly wants you guys to take back and think about for you personally. So this is going to be a lot of self-reflection. Okay, next question I want to think about. Ask yourself if you could be doing better. So can you be doing better? Are you doing everything you need to be doing? Sometimes the answer to that question will be yes, but could you be doing better? Yes. I do the 3 vital behaviors every single day, no matter what, since I've been a coach 2 years. Nothing. I do it. No questions asked. However, I could be doing better. I could be doing more on-purpose invites. I could be doing more focused invites. I could be connecting with people on a more, personal level. So what could you be doing better? Congratulate and celebrate what you're doing that is amazing and share that with everyone. So that line right there is the basis of this call. You're all doing things that are right. You may not be signing people up and hitting emerald and hitting diamond and, doing things that you see everybody else posting about on the other team pages. 2 things to consider here. 1, we don't post every day that, oh, so-and-so missed emerald by 1 coach. No, we don't advertise that. We celebrate what's going correct, what's going right. And that's what you need to focus on. While you may not be hitting emerald or signing all these coaches up, you might be doing your 3 vital behaviors every day. Celebrate that. You might be doing your workout every day. That's what you need to be sharing on your Facebook page. You need to share the positive with everybody. People want to be part of your life and your business groups if you are growing and learning and improving every day. I'll say this, Molly and I face the same challenges everybody else faces, but when we're putting that positivity out on our Facebook page, almost daily now, I mean, it's taken a couple years to build it up to this point, but almost daily I'll get a comment from someone or a private message from someone that says, you know what, your positivity on your page inspires me. That is an amazing feeling. Most of the people that message me that are never going to sign up with me. They have no intentions of it, but because of the positivity on my page, they're following me and they're sharing my stuff, and maybe their friends are going to sign up with me. So the one thing I want everybody to remember is to share the positive all the time. And on the flip side of that, don't share the negative. Once you've decided to become a coach, and if you're working your coach business through your personal Facebook page, your page has become a business page. So you can't share the funny, quirky, obnoxious, or negative stuff that you would normally share that, it's fun. I've shared plenty of quirky, funny, obnoxious stuff before too. And there's stuff that I find now and I'm like, I'd love to share that. But I'm pretty sure I might offend some people on my page. While if it was my personal page and I wasn't working my business, I wouldn't care. But because it is my business, I care. So I don't share a lot of stuff that I would normally share if it wasn't a public page. So I want you to keep that in mind. We do go through, believe it or not, on our team pages, and we check out your Facebook posts. Like if I get a message from someone that says, I'm really struggling, I can't figure it out, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, I will go look at your Facebook page and say, okay, well, what are they putting out there? And sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's like, ooh, that's probably why you're not getting anybody. They're seeing this post and they're like, Why would I follow that person? So here's a question that we were talking about this morning that I want everyone to think about. Are you a coach that you would sign up with? So if you saw yourself on Facebook and you saw the stuff that you're posting every single day, would it inspire you to sign up? Would you get on board on your team? And that's kind of the gauge I use when I'm sharing information is it something that would inspire me to be making a change of action in my personal life and join that team? I hope that makes sense. So really what it comes down to is, are you being the coach that you want to be a part of? And I really want, this is something that it seems like an easy question. And I don't expect you to answer us right now. This is something that you're going to take away from this call and you're going to really think about. You can, if you're a journaler, journal about it. If you're a ponderer, ponder about it. Really put some thought into what you're putting out in the universe. What you put out, what you get back. If you're putting out negativity, you're going to attract negativity. And you don't want a team of negative people. That's just not how you want to run your business. So Molly and I have kind of taken it even a step further now in our business and really zeroed in on a niche of people that we're trying to attract. So now my pages have gotten really zeroed into, I'm trying to attract law enforcement wives who have struggled the same way I've struggled, who are, on their own 90% of the time, chasing kids, doing this, doing that, exhausted, tired, and sharing the information that makes me feel better. So if I go on my page and I start posting things about how hard my life is because my husband just got called out on an overtime shift and now I'm stuck with the kids by myself, every one of those law enforcement wives that are following me are going to start unfollowing me because that's not why they came to my page. They came to my page to be inspired. So rather than share the negative, and we have those negative thoughts. Trust me, when he gets an extra overtime shift, there's days I'm like, seriously, we haven't seen you in a week. But that's not what I want to share. What I want to share are all of the tools that I've learned over the last few years of him being in this job that help me cope on a day-to-day basis. And the beauty of Facebook is you do get instant gratification information back to you, and you can see it working. I've grown my following immensely in the last 3 months alone, and I get daily feedback from women saying the information you're sharing is so helpful. And it's really fun to connect with people who are like you and who want to join your cause. So I'm going to shut up. That's the information I wanted to share. I'm going to let Molly add her 2 cents in, and then we will open it for discussion.
Thanks, Cindy. So like Cindy said, we talked about this morning. And so as I have been thinking about it this morning, I just jotted down a couple of notes and things that I was thinking about. It's funny because she covered some of the same things that I wanted to say, but I was listening to a question and answer, and I shared some of my thoughts about that on mine and Cindy's personally sponsored page about this Q&A that I listened into. But one of the things that she said was one of the biggest things that turned her business around from being a forever diamond coach to jumping up to 5-star rather quickly was just a mind shift. She, before that, she was like a diamond for a whole year. And during that whole year, she was focusing on all the negative things in her life. She was focusing on her massive amounts of financial debt. She was focusing on, why can't I get past diamond? Why can't I get past diamond? And just focusing on a lot of negative things. But she said as soon as she stopped that, as soon as she stopped those negative beliefs and she started focusing on what she wanted and the good things that she was doing, that her whole business shifted and changed. And she went from like a diamond coach to 5-star, I think within like 6 months or something crazy like that. So instead of saying, oh my gosh, I have so much debt, I can't get out of debt. Focus more on your goal of being financially free. Picture what that's going to feel like. Picture what you need to do to get there and focus on those things. And instead of thinking, oh gosh, I'm totally failing as a coach, think, like Cindy said, think about the things that you're doing good right now. Celebrate all the little things that are going right. Celebrate every positive conversation with someone. Celebrate every single message you get from somebody who you have helped or who you've helped inspire, even if they're a team member or not, or if they've signed up under you or not. Those are all celebrations, and those are things to be grateful for. Really, it's a heart of gratitude too, in all that we do. I was thinking about, if I was to look at my Facebook page, would I want to sign up under me? Am I the type of coach that somebody else is going to want, or that I would want if I was signing up? And so I made a little list of things that I want to be an example of in my life to others, and that if I was looking to other people's pages, what would inspire me to want to follow them? And so I came up with this list of things, and this is me. Like, this is what I want people to see in me, and this is what I'm looking for when I look at other people's posts. I want to see positivity. I want to see people who are happy despite, downfalls or illnesses or whatever. I want to see people who choose to be happy despite their circumstances. I want to follow people who are health and fitness conscious. I want to follow people who think outside of themselves and are selfless. Like, I want to hear from people who are doing service and being kind to other people. And I want to attract, and I am attracted to people who are very faith and family oriented. So like Cindy says, I target a very specific niche. I target people who are like me. I'm very faith oriented, and I want to incorporate my faith into my health and fitness. So those are the kind of people that I'm trying to attract. And so when I see those people's pages, I'm immediately attracted to them. So when I'm posting, I'm thinking about these things, this list of 5 things. Like, if I'm hitting one of these every single time I post, then I am doing my job. I'm reaching the people that I want to reach. I'm reaching the people who are like me. And hopefully they can connect with that. And it has been working for me. And I like how Cindy talked about, if you're posting things that go against who you want to be and the people that you want to attract, then that's not benefiting your business. And like she said, this is a business. I remember Charlene Johnson saying, I remember when my personal page was my personal page. She's like, it's not anymore. And if you want to be successful in this business, it is no longer your personal page. It's for business. And everything you put out there, somebody is seeing, and it is going to attract, or it's going to push them away. So you need to be thinking about that with all of your posts. And so that's basically my 2 cents. What I encourage you to do, like she said, is journal it or ponder it, but think about who you are wanting to attract, why you are wanting to attract them, and be really clear and remember every single day why you signed up to do this. We all did for a reason, and we did it because it seemed fun, because we were excited about the opportunity, because we love health and fitness. We wanted to gain some time freedom or some financial freedom. Don't ever lose sight of those whys and have that drive you on. There's, like Cindy said, we have crazy bad days sometimes, and it is nice to vent, but we vent to each other. We vent outside of our page. We vent outside of our personal page. We vent outside of the team page. We get it out and we move forward. When we signed on as coaches, we told each other that we were in it for 3 years, no matter what. Like, no matter what, no excuses, no matter what our failures were. And we've stuck to that, and we've really helped each other work through it. So the other thing that I would suggest too is, if you struggle at all on day to day and you feel like you're not, getting the complete amount of support that you need or whatnot, I strongly suggest that you get with Cindy or I and help find a success partner, someone that you can talk to on a weekly basis or even a daily basis if you need to have somebody to vent to or somebody to help push you along and encourage you. Outside of me and Cindy, we're there for you too, and we're your support, but it's also sometimes so helpful to have somebody else also that is your support partner and can help you.
And a tough love partner. I think that's, Molly and I aren't always like, oh, good job, way to go. Sometimes we're like, no, maybe you need to think about this. Like, maybe there's something behind there. Mm-hmm. Maybe you're doing something wrong. It's not all about like always lifting you up. Sometimes it's about just giving you a big dose of reality, because this is a topsy-turvy business. And Molly and I think we always share our positivity. So maybe you guys don't always see us behind the scenes, but we have the same struggles, the same frustrations. We have people quitting, like they'll sign up and be gung-ho ready to coach, and the next day, like, they quit for no reason. I mean, I've had someone tell me that they didn't want to sign up with me because I'm not as inspiring as somebody else. So we have those same rejections and objections and everything that you guys do, but we don't blast them because we want to keep you guys positive and we don't want to bring ourselves down. If I focus on that one person who told me I wasn't an inspiration, I wouldn't have a team of 200 people. I would have quit and moved on to something else. So you can't take things personal, and you just have to keep trudging through. And like Molly said, we said we were going to do this for 3 years no matter what. So I strongly suggest everyone set a no matter what goal. 3 years for us was the thought behind that is that's how long it takes you to get a small business up and running, to know that it's going to make it or break it. So this is no different in our minds than a small business. This is our small business. So for us, it was 3 years. That's not that big of an investment. Worst case scenario, we are healthy and fit for 3 years and nothing else. And that's not a bad thing. So no matter what, we are doing the 3 vital behaviors every single day for 3 years. And we're now almost 2 years into it. And I don't think either of us could walk away from what we've built at this point. So we're good. And I just got a message. The other thing I wanted to comment off of what Molly said is the sharing your information and staying positive. That doesn't mean you don't share your struggles. I share my struggles. I just don't do it in a negative light. You want to share. I mean, people need to know that you're struggling so that they can come to you for inspiration. So share your struggles. Molly shares her struggles, but then you do it in a way where it's like, I'm struggling, but I'm not going to let it get me down because I've got this positive community that's supporting me.
Yeah, and that's one of my things that I listed. Like, if you're struggling, that's real. People need to know you're real too, but how are you choosing to, deal with that thing, positively or negatively?
Yep. One thing I do personally on my page, because I have close to 2,000 friends now, and they're not all positive, trust me. If I ever see anyone, this is a pet peeve of mine, ever type FML in any status, regardless of what follows it, I delete them from my friends list. That is negativity I don't need in my Facebook feed. That means F my life, in case you guys are wondering. It's a common thing. I mean, I swear, and honestly, I've gotten to the point that if even the swear word itself shows up in a status, I'm deleting you off. Because I don't want to deal with it. Like, there are people out there struggling with like cancer and all these horrible things, and they keep their lives so positive, and someone, can't buy the kind of soda they want at the store. So it's like FML, and it's crazy. Like, I can't tell you, I'm surprised some of you don't know what that is because it crosses my news feed almost on a daily basis. So, but that's what I'm talking about. And you need to put yourself in this perspective. When you're looking through your newsfeed, what offends you? Are you putting that out there and maybe not aware of it? So sometimes, and I'll do this sometimes because I do get wrapped up in the fact that I'm sharing information instantly on Facebook all the time. Go back through your Facebook feed and be like, objectively eyes. Like, what am I putting out there? What am I projecting? The other one I wanted to mention, and I do see it in a couple people's posts. I'm not going to obviously throw anybody under the bus, but don't overshare Beachbody on your Facebook pages either. That is the easiest. I mean, I think people would rather see swear words than diarrhea of the Facebook.
Turn off, turn off, turn off.
They will block you faster than you can. I can't even tell you. And I'm guilty. When I first started, I absolutely did this. And I know for a fact I got blocked by people because they told me. So do not, you should be sharing once a day about Beachbody. One time in 24 hours. You should be posting 3 times a day in general. 1 business post, 1 personal post, 1 inspirational post. That way you're not overtaking somebody's Facebook feed. some of the people on your friends list might not have a ton of friends. Like I have 2,000, some people might have 400. So if that friend who has 400 people and I'm posting 12 times a day about Beachbody, that's all they're going to see in their feed are my stuff. So instead of inspiring them, you are annoying them, and we don't want that. So that being said, the few people that I've seen doing that, your posts are fantastic. They're great posts. You just need to spread them out a little bit more. Try 200. And okay, so Kayla, on that note, you should be adding people to your Facebook on a daily basis. Go through and just friend 3 people every day. There is a Zoom call Nicole did last night on our Big Passion page. I'm going to share that on our page to watch, only because I haven't even watched it yet, I'll be honest with you, but it has fired up that other page, and there are hundreds of coaches just like going crazy. Well, Kayla, then you're doing great. From 50 to 200 in that amount of time is actually really, really good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So good job. So I'm going to share that on the page, and feel free to watch that. I know that she gives everybody a challenge about the 3 vital behaviors at the end of it, because that's what they're all doing on that page. But, and I have a feeling that's where her post that I shared with you at the beginning of the call came from. So use that as your personal development. I also shared something else on the page. It was on the personally sponsored page, so I might have to share that somewhere else. My computer's really slow, but I think it's because I'm doing a Zoom call. It's really slow, which is okay because it's actually exactly how I'm feeling today. Oh, actually, it was her easy roadmap to success is what I shared. And honestly, it's just the 3 vital behaviors. And we thump this into you guys over and over and over again. And it comes down to the fact, the reason we stress it is because that's what we've done to build our business. There's no, I mean, we're doing, blog posts, and we're doing some Facebook advertising, and we're doing all these things, but it was after we built our business. None of this other stuff is even important until you do those 3 vital behaviors every day and build yourself a solid diamond account. That's exactly how Molly and I both got to diamond and Kristen, and who else is at diamond? Actually, Craig, Molly's husband, my husband, and my second business account. Every one of those accounts are at that point because we just did the 3 vital behaviors every single day. And that's what it comes down to. So, okay, so I'm going to wrap this up because I want to open it up for discussion. I have a message from Crystal. Okay, Crystal, I'll talk with you privately. I got your message last week, and I totally meant to get back to you. And I will be honest with you, getting sick this weekend threw such a wrench in my plans. I've never been so sick. I'm completely out of commission, and I was. So I'm playing a lot of catch up this week. So I'll message you as soon as we get off the call. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's anything else in here. Okay, so I'm going to, if you want to ask any questions, feel free to unmute yourself or raise your hand. I'm going to go ahead and try to unmute everybody and see if we don't get too much feedback. All right, so everybody's unmuted. Feel free to ask questions.
Warning, you may hear screaming from my
That's
end.
okay. If I have to, I'll remute you. Don't take it personal.
I won't. She's just kind of meh.
Yeah, she sounds quiet now. So the one thing Nicole shared, and I shared it on our personally sponsored page, and there's a couple of you that aren't on there. Do your workout and drink your shake every day and post about it on Facebook for accountability. Okay. So even if you're doing it every day, make sure you're posting every single day. I just did my workout. I just drank my shake. Honestly, before I was even a coach, I was doing that for accountability purposes exactly, no other reason. That's why I became a coach, because I started posting. I was doing T25 and drinking my Shakeology every day because personally, I know me, and I knew if I didn't go on there and post it, I wouldn't do it. I love accountability. It's like such a head game for me. That's the only reason. I had people start messaging me back going, I want to do it too. I want to do it too. And so after a few months of doing that, I was like, oh, I can do this coaching thing. It's not that hard. So I kind of like stumbled into the 3 vital behaviors, and they work. So do it no matter what and post about it. That's key. she also gives you an example. Today my workout was, and my recipe for my superfood shake was, and I feel amazing. I've been on this new routine for so many weeks and I feel great. Read, listen to your personal growth, and post in your team page your favorite quote and what you learned. So not only are you doing it, you're holding yourself accountable by posting on our team page. Today I'm reading The Slight Edge, and my favorite quote out of the book today is this. Post the 3 names of the people you personally invited in our team page. So you would basically just be like, today I invited Tom and Sherry and Joe. That way you're just holding yourself accountable to doing your 3 vital behaviors. So Christy, to answer your first question about how to learn how to do them, that's it. Post publicly every day. And you were doing this really well for a long time when you and Tiffany first got started. Every single day, we just did our workout and we just had our shake. We feel great. We're dropping weight. We're having energy. That's all it is every day. Read or listen into personal growth and post that you did it on the team page. That's the second vital behavior. Post 3 names of the people that you invite every single day to our team page. That's it. That's how you do the 3 vital behaviors. Now, to go into more detail on how you invite, we can talk about that on another call, if that's what you're asking. Let me see, I'm getting messages. How do I get out of Facebook jail? Are you in Facebook jail, Sandy?
Probably, if not very close to.
Okay, so first of all, go into your friend requests that you've sent, delete them all. There's a way to go in and say delete all requests or something that are pending that they haven't accepted.
Right.
That's what throws up the flag to Facebook jail. Molly says they let you out. It's like 2 weeks. Yeah, it's depending on how serious a Facebook jail it is and how many times you've been in it.
The first time is usually like a week. They'll tell you exactly, like in 5 days, you know, whatever.
Yeah, and you'll know. You won't not know you're in it. You'll know. You'll get a message that says you can't friend
how do you do
anybody because you are banned. For those of you on listening or that will listen that don't know what Facebook jail is, if you friend request too many people that you are not friends with, basically they have to report you that you're spamming them. Facebook will block you from sending friend requests or chatting with people that you are not friends with for a period of times. Like Molly says, she knows she's been in jail 3 times. She's a repeat offender, frequent flyer. The more you go, the longer it is. I think the last time I got in, it's been a while, knock on wood, but I was like banned for a month. It was tough.
So how do you go in and delete your friend request that's been pending for a while?
Let me see if I can figure that out.
I'm trying to figure it out right now too. Every time I go in and try to do it, I confuse myself.
Well, they
I
changed.
probably have to do it on my laptop, don't I?
You do. You can't do it from your phone. It has to be on a computer. You go into friends, pending requests, and then off to the side it says delete or something. You'll just have to kind of go play with it. But honestly, it's hard to get sent there. I mean, I think Molly and I, when we were sending 20 requests a day probably. And we weren't following the stipulations. Don't send a friend request to someone you don't think's going to accept you. That's basically.
I friend my friend's friends, and I should, if that's how many you would send a day, I should have been sent a long time ago because my friend had like 5,000 friends, and I friended like a quarter of her friends.
But that just means that's fine. They're not reporting you. What happens is at some point you're going to friend someone who doesn't know who you are and they're thinking you're spamming them. So when you go in to accept a friend request or reject it, you may have noticed sometimes when you reject them, it says, do you know this person? Is this spam? And if they mark that too many times in a row, you get thrown into Facebook jail.
Hey, Cindy.
Most of them just message me and be like, do I know you? No. Who are you? A stranger trying to meet new people? Okay.
Yeah. Molly?
I found how to get into your pending requests if you guys know really quick.
Share away.
So you go into your homepage, you click on your friends, and then there's a little box that has the plus sign and it says find friends. So you click on find friends, and then right up there at the top it'll say view sent requests.
Yep.
So you click on that and you can see all the requests that you've sent and how long ago you sent them, so you can delete old requests.
Do it quick before they change it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Facebook has a tendency to revamp the way they do that every once in a while. You used to
I
be
just got a brand new phone, and before I was on a phone that was literally like a dinosaur. Like
Yeah.
they don't even know what it is. If I bring it into T-Mobile, it doesn't even know that it existed.
okay.
But I just got a brand new phone, so I'm like 5 operating systems newer, and I'm like, ooh, how does this work?
Right. It'll be you'll have to learn that one. And you might be able to do it you used to be able to do it from your phone, but I don't think you can. Christy has a
I don't
question.
know. Mine's a brand new phone.
Yeah. So Christy has a question. How do you know who to friend request? So Molly's
Friend
comment,
request?
and she can't see our chat window, so this helps a little bit too. If you have 20 mutual friends in common, that's a good indicator that they'll probably accept your friend request. And you never know who to friend request. If you know them and you think they'll accept your request, that's obviously friend them. If you have a lot of mutual friends in connection, friend them. I have a tendency, if I know someone's like genuinely negative all the time, I won't friend them because I don't want to bring that negativity onto my wall. So just use your best judgment. If it's somebody, as you meet new people, as you're out and about in the world and you're like, you introduce yourself at, a soccer game because your kids are there, find out if they're on Facebook and friend them. Instantly, they're going to start seeing your posts.
The only reason I'm mentioning this is because I have so little friends that I don't have friends that have 10 mutual friends in common. The only person I have more than 5 mutual friends with is my husband.
Mm-hmm. So maybe think of it in a percentage way, in a percentage.
Well, the way I end up doing it is if we have multiple things in common, like if we went to high school together,
Yeah.
if we had classes together, if they know my husband or my family, or if they're family of mine and I just barely know them.
Yeah. And that's, if somebody messages you back, says, do you know me? Figure out why you friended them and say, oh yeah, you know my husband. Or we went to the same high school together.
Or you're my like 3rd cousin 2 times removed.
Right. Don't ever tell someone, no, you don't know me. I just friended you. Don't do that. Just
I did it once.
Find the connection.
I did it once, but it was only because the only connection we have was the town we live in. And I was like, we live in the same city and I'm looking for people who are interested in fitness.
There you go. See, and that's what, as long as you have a reason behind it, they're not going to be like spam. So
nobody's spammed me yet.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I said I found out how to do it on my phone. Do you guys want
to yes, please share.
Yes.
So I have an iPhone. So I went into my page on Facebook. I went to my friends, and then at the very top, there's a plus sign right next to friends. And then there's a little, it says there's a whole little options bar at the top. And if you swipe your options bar to the end, it says outgoing. And then it will show you all your requests that you've sent and you can undo them.
So if there's an option on the iPhone, there will be an option on Android. You'll just have to go in and look for it.
Yep.
So I'm looking for that right now because what I have, and mine is one I just got. Mine is a Galaxy S6 Active. And so far, what I have is I went into my account, I went into friends, and there's a requests bar, but I'm looking for what mine would be. I'm still looking for what it would be.
Yeah, I'll look on mine. My phone's charging right now because it's dead. But when I figure it out, I'll put a quick little video on the page and show you guys. Are there any other questions about the training today? About staying positive or...
I don't think mine will do it on the phone. Like, I don't think Galaxies do it because I've tried on my husband's phone too.
Yeah, Androids can be somewhat limited.
Well, mine's a brand new, so it should be able to do it, but no.
No, but I mean the Android system in general. iPhones, I think, have more bells and whistles when it relates to Facebook and other apps.
See, and what's funny is I used to have one. Maybe if you go into, the only other thing I could think of is if you go into app settings or account and stuff, it might be in there.
Yeah.
Account settings, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I said the wrong word.
We have about, I'm going to wrap it up. I've got to go register my kids for school in 15 minutes. So that leaves us about 5 more minutes for questions. So if there's anything else, I do want to leave you guys with just some final thoughts. And one is to just re-go over, like seriously, Nicole's quote today, when I saw that, it was like right after, Molly, seriously, like minutes after we got off the phone, this popped up on my screen and I'm like, ah. So
Can I ask you guys a question about your guys' settings on your Facebook?
sure.
So I post stuff, but most of the time I lock it because I've had some pretty creepy people go on my Facebook. But I'm wondering, do you guys have any follower settings that are specific? Like, do you guys set it so that public people can see certain ones of your settings and you just change it considering what you're setting? Or do you just have it public? Do you have
I'm
it
public.
friends?
I'm totally public.
I'm public,
Okay.
but I took my phone number and my address off because I was getting some weird texts and stuff like that. So I
don't have my phone number on. I have my messenger on, and then I have a strictly work email that is that you can ask me for.
So the other thing I suggest is when you get creepers, report them. You report
I
a
do.
couple of them and
I
they'll
just
leave you alone.
blocked somebody the other day because they were, I'll be completely honest, they were they were somebody that was out of country, and I used to have
Yeah.
a friend that was out of country because of my schooling. And so I thought it was somebody that like that because they were my age. And they said they'd heard of me before or something like that. Well, the other day they started being creepy and I was like, block, unfriend, unfollow.
Well, and even beyond that, report them. If you, especially the ones that are out of country, because they're all kind of interconnected anyway. If you start reporting them and they start having their account affected by you, then they will leave you alone. I get fewer now than I did when I first started, but I report every single one of them that cross my page. Even if they're not creepy, if I get someone from out of country that even friend requests me, I report them.
Well, usually I asked why they're friend requesting me because I do have people out of country that I know. Like my great grandmother is French, so we have family over there who friend request me. But if I'm getting people from like Iraq and I'm like,
I don't even talk to them. I just report them immediately because I know
a lot of those people are actually trying to find brides in America.
Yeah,
Found that out because there was a news article about it somewhere that's why all the guys were trying to friend people. I just automatically.
yeah. I don't even talk to them. I don't connect in any way. I just block and report. Okay, so I have got to get going. So I just want to leave this last thought with you guys. Like I'm going to read it back one more time because this is what we really want you guys to go back today and spend some time self-reflecting on what you're going to put out into the universe. So remember these questions, and Sandy shared it on our team page, so you can go there to find it and jot it down, write it down, think about it. Why did you decide to say yes to this opportunity? I mean, really, really think about that one. Why did you say, yes, I want to be a Beachbody coach? Let me get back to my other screen. Hold on just a second. Are you living up to the expectations you set to yourself? And this is something to really, really think about. And having that answer be no is not a bad thing. I'm not living up to the expectations I set for myself. I expected to be a 10-star coach by now. I'll be honest with you. I expected to be like elite and just killing it in the business. I'd retire my husband already. I set big, giant dreams for myself and big, giant expectations, and I have fallen short of them. So are you living up to your expectations? Are you putting in the work? Like truly all 3 vital behaviors every single day, no excuses. That's an important question. And I think it's one you really have to, I mean, I will have people that'll message me. Many have left our team at this point that, you know, the business just isn't working. It won't, and no one says yes to me. I'm working really hard and I just have to quit. I can't do it. No one will sign up with me. And they're not doing the 3 vital behaviors every single day. And like I said, when we shared the other one, doing them and sharing them, that's the key. You're not completing that process if you're not sharing and holding yourself accountable. Ask yourself if you could be doing better. Congratulate and celebrate what you are doing that's amazing, because we are all doing some stuff that's amazing. Share that with everyone. Share on our team page when you have a breakthrough. Share on your public page when you're doing amazing stuff with your team. If you sign a new coach up, share that publicly. That's fantastic. People want to be a part of your life and business and in your groups if you're growing and learning and improving every day. Okay, so I just want to leave that with you guys, and if there's one more, let me see this message. Yep. Amanda Noddings is an amazing person to follow. Who's a Beachbody coach? Totally positive in all her posts. She spoke at Super Saturday in Portland. And that's the thing. I mean, those events are huge because that's exactly what you learn. Like, people to connect with. I've loved watching you and Kristen and Tiffany's reaction, and Christy's. Yeah, those are the three that went. When you got back, because you were all like so charged up and talking about, oh, and I'm following this person and she's doing so great. And I don't even know who some of these people are. And I'm like, awesome, you're making connections and networking and finding inspiration in other people. So that's what it's all about. So do that in general anyway. Molly is sharing, follow Cassia Fitzgerald. I don't know if I said that right.
Her name is Keisha Fitzgerald. And she's awesome, awesome, awesome for positivity and amazing posts.
So, Kayla, to answer your question, I'm not going to tell you the answer to that question. Go out, follow coaches. Follow Melanie Mitro. Follow Katie Ersta. Follow, gosh, Molly, if you think of any off the top of your head, Brandy Botts. Stephanie Davies is an amazing one. I would never share one of her posts, but the way she shares on her page is so perfect for the people she's trying to attract. She's always positive. She has a rough background. She has overcome so much in her life to get to where she is. She went from
people. I won't memorize these people.
Well, this is recorded, so you can go back and listen to it, and I'll post some on the page when I get around to it. It's going to be later this afternoon. But my best advice is to search them out. Go through the team pages, find coaches, and see what they're posting. If Melanie Mitro is a 2-time 15-star coach, she's posting something that's helpful. And she's actually, sometimes when the coaches get up that successful, they change the way they post. Melanie Mitro still posts just like you should be posting if you're a beginning coach, in my opinion. It's personal. She's trying to attract the moms that are just like her, and she's just amazing. Stephanie Davies is another one. She's up in Portland. She was actually at your guys' Super Saturday and spoke.
Is there anything negative Beachbody related to not post? Like, is there anything you shouldn't try and say? Is there anything that may be pushing too far? Is there anything that maybe
don't post price in your stuff? That's my first opinion. Don't post how much something costs. Don't post advertising. Keep it general. Keep it your personal journey. If you're sharing your personal journey, then you're good. That's what you should be sharing.
I do.
And
I feel like nobody's seeing it.
Well, and that's what and you know what? It might take someone 15 times to see it before they say, oh, I want to do that. Jeremy St. George is a great example on this team. He followed me for months and months and months and never piped up. I had no clue he was watching my posts. I sent him a personal invite about 4 months after I started coaching, and he was like, I have been waiting for you to message me. I want to do this. I never would have thought that he was one of the people that was following me. We don't have a ton of stuff in common, and he's not, inside my niche, but he was watching my posts every day. And because my posts were positive and inspiring, he was waiting for me to reach out to him. So that shows you two important things. It's important to post positive, inspiring stuff, and it's important to do those 3 vital behaviors and invite people, because he's also one, he says, I never would have reached out to you. You had to contact me.
Am I friends with you on Facebook?
With me or with him?
With you.
I think you're friends with me on Facebook. Yeah, you are.
I know I'm friends with Sandy.
Yeah, you're friends with me.
Okay.
Okay, I have to go for real, because I've got 7 minutes to go pick my kids up from karate and get them to the middle school.
Good luck.
All right, you guys have a great afternoon.
You too. Thanks, Cindy.